QFinancial.ie. Got the price and advice for me.
Pension auto-enrolment will soon be introduced. This means that all full-time workers over the age of 23 earning more than €20,000 per year must contribute to a pension, and employers must contribute. What are those pension entitlements, and is there independent advice available? The Q Financial Pension Team are experienced in advising both employees and employers of the positive and affordable options available for your situation. Call 091 421 900 or log on to qfinancial.ie.
QFinancial.ie.
Based in Clare, Galway, OMA Financial Services Limited, trading as qfinancial.ie, is an authorised independent pension intermediary regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
Every single ticket that's sold, 5% of proceeds from that ticket is going to Jigsaw to help us provide free therapy for young people aged 12 to 25 across Galway City and County who are experiencing difficulty with their mental health.
We redefine your relationship with energy, save you money, and get you on the path to a cleaner, greener future. JFW Renewables, your nationwide solar energy specialists. Call us today for a greener tomorrow.
You're very welcome back to Tuam Stadium after the drama after the first game, where Dunmore McHale's have fought their way through. They have defeated Navan and Lettermore by 13 points to 9. They join Killallen and Tuam Stars as the other winners in the preliminary quarter-finals, and this is the last of the Bon Secours Galway Senior Football Championship preliminary quarter-finals. It's a battle of Oughterard against Milltown, and we will have that draw to follow about 10 minutes or so after the end of this game here in Tuam Stadium. The winners of the groups are already going to be seated. They're sitting back, keeping a watchful brief at the moment. That is Saltine Lochnacara, Currafin, Mark Cullen and Anna Down. They're the four group winners. They're straight through. They will play a winner of the respective quarterfinals. And so far, as we said, Killallen, we have Tuam Stars, and then in the first game here we had a Dunmore McHale's, and now it is the battle here in Tuam Stadium. The second of the doubleheader here. It's still a cloudy but a dry at Tuam Stadium. We will have a look at the eyes on the teams for both sides there as well. A couple of changes on both sides. We will start with the Milltown team, and in goal for Milltown will be Anthony Coyne. It is a full back line. It's 2, 3 and 4, Keith Mannion, Paul Rick Godwin and Johnny Hines. The half-back line is number 5, Sam Ferrick. 24, Kieran Blake will be centre-back, and alongside him will be Michael McWalters wearing 7. Middle of the field side will be captained by Jack Carone wearing 6, and alongside him will be number 9, Carl Blake. The half-forward line then for Jimmy Lyons' side will see number 10, Niall Costello, number 11, Liam Costello, and number 12, Colin Brennan. And the inside line, number 13, Mike Martin, number 14, Mark Eyre, and number 15, Owen Mannion. That is the 1 to 15 for Milltown in their customary blue and white. They're warming up in front of the scoreboard end here at the moment. There is a little bit of a breeze here. That was in the first game in particular. It was noticeable. A lot easier to get scores, and the unscoring goal, shall we call it here, in Tuam Stadium. The breeze is starting to swirl down a little bit down that side of proceedings. For Oughterard then, they've changed strip ever so slightly. It seems to be a dark kind of tealy, greeny colour. Thankfully though, the numbers are very visible and not more than their customary green and white. But in goal for them will be their team manager, Alan Murphy. You'll recognise him, soccer fans, from his Galway United days also. Number 27, Paddy Walsh, will play a cornerback alongside number 3, Philip Gilbins, and number 4, Killian Noon. The half-back line, it is 5 to 7. Carl Dunu wears 5, Eddie O'Sullivan wears 6, and alongside him will be number 7, Adam Tierney. The middle of the field then, 8 and 9, into Tierney and Dan Kelly. It's as he wore in the half-forward line also, number 10, James Webb, number 11, Matthew Tierney, and number 12, Cian Monaghan. And the inside line also goes as programmed. Number 13, Ronan Malloy, number 14, Ryan Monaghan, and number 15, Niall Lee. So that is the starting sides for both sides here as they go through the last of their respective warm-ups here in Tuam Stadium. Milltown look like they're going to gather into a little bit of a huddle here down to our right-hand side, where Oughterard are still going through a little bit of a scoring drill down in front of the town end here as they get ready to go. Pádraig Cunningham, join us alongside you. You had a bit of a dash to get here, but it's you couldn't miss this one. Is that what they say?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look, it's an intriguing battle. I was really impressed with Oughterard last weekend, and Milltown have been put it up to some of the best teams in. Like Annadown have been really impressive this year, and they put it up to them going down. Only probably Damien Cover was the difference. So yeah, we're in for an intriguing battle here.
Yeah, and I heard you speak during the week as well. You were very impressed with the setup from Oughterard. Some say it's defensive, but they were very impressive at the same time in that victory over Galway. Yeah,
they were. Look, a lot would say it's probably a defensive setup, but it's effective. Like, and that's what it was. And Alan Murphy had his team with a game plan, and he nailed it perfectly. Like, you have to look at the way they executed the high ball in and runners off the shoulder, breaking off the likes of Enda Tierney and Matthew Tierney. There was just problems they caused, and look, it was a massive thing, and it worked really well against Galway.
And you would say as well, I watched them against Tuam Stars where they got undone pretty much by short kickouts. Murphy this time decided to go long primarily in that game against Galway.
Yeah, he did. He probably seen and knew himself his percentage wasn't high, and then when he stepped out against Galway last weekend, Galway did squeeze, and they just drove the ball out on top, and there's big men out around the middle for Oughterard.
Milltown then on the other side, they started the I suppose the round of games in Group 1 with that very impressive 40-man victory over Killala, and since then it's been a bit of a mixed bag, you would say. Probably a lot of debate about short kickouts and delays in kickouts. That was the hot ball that Damien Comer can only do what Damien Comer does, catch it and drive in towards the top corner of the net. That was the difference between the sides in round 2. And then the last day out, kind of caught on the hop at the end against Barna, but had enough scores done from the first tally. So both sides coming into this with different sorts of momentum.
Yeah, definitely, and like that's what it exactly is. Like Oughterard probably 6 days ago won a championship game. Milltown have came in on the back of 2 losses. Obviously, yes, the first day out, the decision on the slow kick out was probably really harsh.
Probably.
I forgot you're in Milltown, man.
We won't go there again. 100% neutral as always here. I may have you add. But a big battle. This is the one as well. You know, a lot of people spoke about the Killala James's game being quite difficult to predict. I think this one is on a similar sort of nature as well.
It is. It definitely is, because Oughterard showing probably a side we hadn't seen all year, probably in terms of the way they were maturity and just executing the plan so perfectly in that first half, or in that whole game against Galway, where Milltown looked like they had the maturity, and that harsh decision against Annadown, who looked like a real outfit, and that happened to them, has happened to them since. And then the result against Barna, you kind of wonder, did they think they already had one step in the door, or what way was the Milltown setup going?
So the 2 captains are out there. That is Jack Caron, who seems to be sporting a bit of a bandage over his left eye, and Niall Lee for Oughterard. Niall Lee has won the toss. They've opted to play with the breeze, so down towards the scoreboard end here. As we await, looks like both sides are getting ready for Oughterard and Naveen. They're both lined up on their respective 45s. And everybody here in Tuam Stadium. A decent crowd in situ here in the new Joe O'Toole stand. Tommy Varden stand. There's a good scatter of people. A few over on the far side as well. But we will pause here in Tuam Stadium for Oughterard and Naveen. that is the pre-match formalities out of the way. Referee for today is James Malloy. He's dressed all in red. I hope that's the only red we will see from the referee, but it's a battle to get the last remaining position in the quarter-final draw. That will come at the end of this game here. But we're ready to go. And Oughterard with the advantage of the elements here for the first half. See how much of an advantage that will have. The first game, Navan Lattimore started like a train, and Damore eventually ground them down. But who will be the winner? I think all we're missing now is a football. As James Malloy is, see there's a selector on the far side there with a bag of balls running away. The umpires eventually get one back, and we're almost ready to go here in Tuam Stadium. The last of the Bon Secours Galway Senior Football Championship preliminary quarterfinals. Jack Curran looks like he's going for a long run up. And up we go. James Malloy throws the ball up in the air where bodies go over, and Curran was better served to come back and gets the breaking ball. Now Brennan plays it in towards the corner. First one towards Costello. That might have been a bit close to the ground. Matthew Tierney either way picks up possession for his side. Now he's striding forward. And he moves it over towards the left-hand side. We can see what sort of game plans will take up in situ here as well. A lot of matchups been talked about in the build-up. Porrick will see how things develop. They do like to put one in around the house and drop one in, and they've done it straight one way, but it's a straight ball, easily plucked from Anthony Coyne, who's able to take a mark. In fact, it's a nonsense of the game, really, isn't it, when you see that happening? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a difficult one, but look at it. We see like what Oughterard have set up. They put Dan Kenny inside there, big man. He was in around the hop, and then straight away when the ball Oughterard broke the ball, he drove straight into the heart of that defendant. Looks like a similar game plan to last week. Niall Costello moves it over on the right hand side. Kieran Blake picks things up. Going to break the 65 down towards the town goal here at the moment. Game not really sparked into life so far, but only a minute into proceedings. Caution seems to be the first word of note from either side. Costello again, Liam that is, gets the possession of the football across to Johnny Hines. He's going to strip and keep on possession. Just playing in front of a deep line Oughterard defence. Have pushed everyone back now at the moment. Big zonal spread here. You have a line of 4 and then another line of 4 behind it. And then in a line of 2, almost 3. It's almost like a basketball sort of setup. Now Milltown have done the split here. We've seen that a lot here. They've just completely emptied the middle zone and have overloaded. There's this big switch on because Johnny Hines is all the way in the corner there if Milltown can get him. But we've seen this a lot with sides as well, leaving that middle zone completely open and overloading the flanks. Yeah, it is, yeah. And look at it, it's a point of attack that probably Milltown noticed in terms of Claregalway. It was probably it's stuff I've seen even last week themselves. They didn't know how to nearly go down one side and transfer it across quick. And look, I like the way that Johnny Hines is in the far corner there. He's acres of space if there's a man that's willing to take that kick pass across. Costello now get it with his back to goal, just inside the 45, very close to the sideline, but does well. Goes backwards with possession of the football. Liam now back towards Carl Blake. Just on his own 65, sprays it across the middle of the pitch to the brother Kieran, and then quickly in turn across towards the right hand side where it's picked up there by Porrick Godwin. Godwin now pops it off the shoulder. Mike Martin, his first possession of the football, but he's very deep. Does sometimes play that sort of playmaker role, but 2.5 minutes of action so far, not really a shot on goal to date. Can that change now? Milltown, can they get across the lot here? Liam Costello now punts it in the corner. Mark Hare gets a swing, chips the ball over the top. That's a clever little ball. Godwin comes back on the left. Godwin puts it over the fullback, off the upright, nearly gets it back again. Colin Brennan this time will try and get proceedings. Backwards it goes towards Hare again. This time he's on the 14, across towards Sam Fear. He has to be careful, and he's been outnumbered over there. The ball breaks. Who's going to get it? Out come Oughterard, and that first attack is denied by the woodwork. It is, yeah. And look at it. What that will do is give confidence to Milltown. They realise that they got that runner. Mark Hare went in and stood in the middle of the D, received a pass from Liam Costello. Brilliant offload inside to Godwin, and just executing the shot wasn't great. Other than that, though, it's a good move from Milltown and will give them a bunch of confidence. Yeah, very tactical so far. For the opening 3 minutes, Oughterard now coming forward for their second attack of the game. Ball is possession of their captain, Niall Lee, who moves it quickly through the hands. Ronan Malloy gives it now where it's coming with Enda Tierney. Enda Tierney goes across now to his brother Matthew. Matthew now across that 45. Find a pocket of space over in front of the scoreboard. On comes the on-rushing player here. Now they run through a crowd. Back it goes. This could be a shot and goal. The shot is up. The shot is from Keane Monaghan, and it's over the bar it goes. It's taken 3.5 minutes. We have got the opening score of the game, and quality score. Yeah, it was brilliant. It was a great run down the left-hand side, and Ryan Monaghan timed his run perfectly and executed the shot perfectly. It was a great move from Oughterard. So 1 point is their advantage at the moment. Coyne looks like he's going to go short. No, then decides to put the foot through it. Up with the bodies. Up underneath it is an almighty swarm. Who's going to get ball? It's Jack Curran, who out-wrestles Matthew Tierney, and has been denied in by Tierney. That'll be brought forward here as well. Oughterard do that a lot, though, don't they? It's a similar tactic to last week. You know, when they win the free, they slow it down, let their bodies get back in transition. It's obviously a tactic Murphy has brought into the scene. Costello, that ball though is well read at the back there. Not the greatest pass in the world, and Eddie O'Sullivan will be able to take the free out, goes back to his goalkeeper, and his manager, Alan Murphy, goes outside of the right because he has 2-3 players out that left wing, and now they're coming at the attack. They have the advantage here after 4 minutes of action. A point to no score. The wind that you can probably hear the mics is there. A long ball over the top. Kieran Blake though does well. Where's the breaking ball going to come? Scooped up. Jack Caron is back there just about to tidy things up. Oh, it's well flicked inside there by Jack Kenny. Kenny made a right nuisance of himself. Now shot comes in from the full forward Ryan Monaghan, and over the bar it goes, and Oughterard get a second one. And I spoke about them being potentially defensive, but they're moving forward and attacking at pace there.
Yeah, it is. And that's something obviously Alan Murphy has worked on. It's our transition. It's obviously from attack to defence to attack, but it's really, really effective. And ball inside there to Ryan Monaghan, and he gets that little bit of space, and it's absolutely superb.
This looks like a disaster here, because I think Anthony Coyne, who I did notice at the end of the anthem was stretching his hamstring, I think he might have pulled a muscle here. He just pulled the handbrake, and he looks in a considerable pain. This would be a disaster 5 minutes in. We did have that situation at the end of the Annadown game where Milltown did that unusual thing of change goalkeeper after that hot ball. But this is a spot of bother here for Anthony Coyne, particularly with a goal kicker as well. It's not like the day where you could sit in and get away with it. And James Malloy has indicated that a sub of some form will have to take place here.
Yeah, he looked in complete discomfort as he was running up to the ball, and he nearly knew himself before he went to strike it and just pulled himself out of it. And hamstring looks in a lot of discomfort there. Yeah,
Jamie Malloy, the substitute keeper, who, as we said, did make that appearance in round 2 against Annadown. He's putting on a bib to warm up. We'll see what develops here. Coyne is just limping himself back to his goal mouth here. Nobody seems interested. Everyone's just taking a dash of water here. So after 5.5 minutes, we have a little pause in proceedings. Oughterard do lead by 2 points to no score. I won't say it's the worst break in the world for Milltown, considering the start that Oughterard had. But
yeah,
that's just like place, because Jimmy Malloy is out there. He's put on the bib and he's going to play with the bib. And his first action will be to take this kick out. And you'd imagine Oughterard will try and squeeze him as well. First kick, put some pressure on, and
look
at the amount of bodies that push in front of him.
7 players there inside the 45. Yeah,
he has to go long. They tried and thrusted up towards Blake. The ball breaks nicely, and Brennan now takes it. And there's open country because everyone is pushed forward. Brennan breaks the 45. He's still going. He cuts in field. He's been pulled. He's dragged. Surely that's a free. It is. And Milltown did well, because once they got past the press, there was so much space.
Exactly, yeah, and that's what it was. There was 8 players there at one stage, probably inside the 65 of Oughterard, but he drove it out on top of Cathal Blake, and he breaks it, and it's a great run from Colin Brennan, and he's drawn a foul, and it's probably an easy free for Mark to start with.
Yeah, get him off the mark, get Milltown off the mark as well, and look, that's a good introduction to the game from Lloyd to get a good kick out off under all sorts of pressure. But here comes Mark Kerr now for the resultant free, just on the left of the D, straight in front of the post, and Mark Kerr makes no mistake. 2 points to 1 now is the Oughterard advantage. 7 minutes of action. And now what sort of pressure will be put on Alan Murphy's kick out, touching that Tuam game. Looks like he's going safety first here, because his defensive just split wide open. Swarming bodies in the half back line.
Yeah, and look at the pocket here right in front of us with Dan Kenny, Matthew Tierney.
And if they catches, Kenny has won it well. It's well run by Paddy Walsh. He gets a good clip there from Colin Blake, but back towards Walsh again, over towards the left-hand side. They're very clever in keeping the width of the ball there. Colin Dunno now plays the ball over the top. Glorious football that is. Now Keane Monaghan gets it, spins around. Monaghan on the turn. Has he got the ball over the bar? He certainly has. Oughterard are motoring nicely here so far. They're leading by 3 points to 1. 7.5 minutes. They're getting the scores off maybe a little bit too easy from the Milltown perspective.
Yeah, definitely. It's probably that where their transition from defence to attack is really, really good, and they have big men around the middle where they can deliver the ball. So it's pretty good, and Ryan Monaghan keeps coming onto the ball at the right time.
So out comes Jamie Malloy again. Take a 2. The last time he went long, not as much of a press on, and Milltown have retrieved a good few bodies. So this one looks like it's going to be short. It will. Johnny Hines will get it on the second occasion. Pops the ball off quickly just before a non-rushing arm there. Gives it towards McCoulter. McCoulter gives it back towards Hines again, who steps in field. And Colin Brennan, who led that breakaway for the first Milltown score there, as gets possession, and Jamie Malloy sees something off the ball there. Kieran Blake takes the free quickly. Gives it towards Sam Fearick now, stalling over on the right-hand side, over the terrace side. It's the ball in front of Niall Costello, stretches, gives it now towards Liam Costello. Liam Costello now solo, looking like he wants to take off, but has to go backwards towards Brennan. Brennan now looking into the corner and then drives on high over the top. Mike Martin gives it a little bit of a push, but he gets away with it. Now he gets the football. And now on the left ball, great block that is. Sam Feary, can he get the breaking ball? He can. Gives it back towards Martin on the loop. Take 2. This one looks like it might be short. Up goes the bodies. Oh, Mark Hare got a paw on that, and it's deemed out for a 45. Thought it might have been a white ball. Hare was desperately unlucky there. The ball hung up in the air, and he tacked that with venom.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, look at it. It was, as the ball was coming in, you kind of nearly fancied him over Alan Murphy there. Probably the height difference.
I know, look, we've all recognised him from his Galway United days, no more than yourself, but high balls like that, that's the test really, isn't it, for outfield players going back in goal.
Exactly, yeah, it is, and that's what it was. And look, he done well. He broke it out for a 45, and he'll be relieved with that, and so will the Oughterard defence.
So it is coming up 9.5 minutes of action. Oughterard leading by 3 points to 1. And looks like this 45 is going to be taken by Keith Mannion, although it looks like it's almost like a soccer set play. No, eventually he's going to swing back and take a strike at goal. Milltown have pushed everyone forward as well. He's going to strike this almost like a rugby kick. It hangs up in the air, up goes toward the right hand side. Can Gowdy's get it? Carl Blake will get the breaking ball. Scoops it back towards Colin Brennan with a stretch, but it's just been outnumbered there by Philip Gibbons. Gibbons now, and this is Colin Donoghue coming charging forward on the left half back position. This is where they look insanely dangerous. They get up towards the Milltown 65, switch the width of the pitch now across now where it's picked up by Ronan Malloy. Malloy now gives it with a hand pass towards Ryan Monaghan. Ryan Monaghan looks up, drives it in towards the bodies, but Kieran Blake comes across, doesn't read the flight of the football. Now there's an to scramble. Oughterard have the ball back and the shot comes in and the shot comes over the bar, and it's about the second occasion they've got a bit of a scramble and Matthew Tierney grabbed the football, and you know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, it is. And look at it's that again. It's that long ball in. Ryan Monaghan, he literally seen Matthew Tierney inside, and he just delivered probably a 60% kick pass inside to Matthew Tierney because of his height difference, but he comes out with it, collects the ball and kicks a brilliant score off his weaker side.
Oughterard now with a healthy advantage here. 10.5 minutes, they lead by 4 points to 1. And Oughterard, I'm not quite sure I've seen this attacking in quite some time.
Yeah, it is. It's a different type of game plan they have, and it's really effective. But look now out in the field, and I'm going to say 14 because inside 3 or 4 seconds they'll have 15 players inside their own 45.
Milltown are moving on nicely. Sam Fearick has hit traffic though, scoops the ball back and is tied up again there by a swarm of Oughterard defenders. All those bodies around that middle zone. Heavy hit comes in, and that's going to be a free in, I feel, because there was an indicator left out there. And it looks like that is Niall Costello who got it. Ronan Malloy was coming flying forward, stuck the hand out, was trying to that kind of handoff, if you call it in rugby.
Yeah.
So Mark Hare gets what you'd nearly describe as a badly leading Milltown score, because Oughterard have been dominant so far.
They have. They've been very, very impressive this first 12 minutes, and look at it, to be only potentially 2 points down after 12 minutes, it's pretty good for Milltown.
Yeah, we saw what Dunmore did in the first half after a blistering start from Navan a little more. This one a little bit more difficult from here. Good bit further out on the left-hand side, but he's eyeing up the town goal again. He's got so many of these over the years in the blue of Milltown. And he's going to strike it off the hands. And this one looks good, and this one is good. 2 points now, the Oughterard advantage, 4 points to 2. 12 minutes gone in the first half, and Oughterard will be happiest with the performance. Milltown will probably be happiest with the scoreboard, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Like Oughterard have been very impressive in terms of transition, but Milltown are just in touch and distance still, so they'll be quite content as well.
So Alan Murphy this time he does go short because Milltown had retrieved. They conceded that kick out. Eddie O'Sullivan now sprays it on the right hand side. Carl Donoghue picks things up now. Solan forward. He looks so impressive on the football. I believe he's from the Midlands as well. As he's made his way down here, I think is a relation to Matthew Tierney, if I'm correct. Either way, he's in the green of Oughterard, and he's very, very impressive out there.
He has. He's been brilliant addition
Mike
for Oughterard.
Calder, can he get through the gant? Because Matthew Tierney picks things up. Tierney now is driving, but the Milltown defence. Tierney still going. Will he take a shot and goal? He will. This will be a fantastic score from Tierney. Has he got the accuracy? He hasn't. It's out for their first wide of the game. Would have been a monster score.
It would have been, because he probably took it, probably running into contact and breaks the tackle twice, and just probably.
It was like he did the first one, he got through and fancies him to do it again.
Yeah, exactly, and it was just that brilliant bit of power he has, and just unfortunate not to kick the score.
Not the greatest kick out in the world, and that allows Paddy Walsh even to get that ball pretty much under any sort of duress. Long ball in around the house again, and there's a man gone on the overlap. This is dangerous. The ball comes in the advance mark, the shot comes in, it's punched over the bar.
Brilliant.
Keen Monaghan, beautiful score. And another little sneak inside there from Oughterard, who have
Sam Kenny.
Yeah, he just gone over the top. Nobody had tracked him, and they're back in front by 3, 5 points to 2. 30 minutes gone.
Yeah, it's brilliant again. It's a high ball in again to Sam Kenny, and he catches it clean. But it's what's really impressive about this Oughterard team. It's Keen Monaghan's coming straight off his shoulder, straight away, breaking off it, and just collects the score and just hand passes over the bar. And it's another brilliant score. it's pretty really impressive how the old style kick is working so well.
Yeah, it seems to be back with a bang at the moment. Up go the bodies again, and Oughterard with Matthew Tierney win the breaking ball. Tierney now has been fouled. Surely that's a free. It is indeed advantage time. Oughterard are motoring. They don't need the free at the moment. They lead by 3 here after 40 minutes of action, and they've runners from absolutely everywhere. Ryan Mon in the latest on the right hand side gives it back towards Ronan Malloy. Ronan Malloy has space in field where in the Tierney's coming flying forward. One might fancy a shot at goal. Tierney takes a shot. Will it squeeze his way in? It won't. Over towards the right hand side and wide. But this is like a green wave at the moment from Oughterard.
It is, yeah, and look at the relentless. Like obviously the fitness levels has really drastically probably improved for themselves, and they look really impressive at the moment at the first 14 and a half minutes.
Yeah, Milltown have taken a couple of jabs to the chin, you would feel, here in the opening 14 and a half minutes. Oughterard with a 3-point advantage. Jamie Malloy now over towards the right hand side. Up go the bodies where Mark Hare has come back. Takes his mark and just a bit of a breather for the moment. Though he sets Sam Ferrick off pretty lively. And Ferrick now breaks the 45, scoops the ball backwards, where it's plucked up there by Liam Costello. Costello now driving across towards Colin Brennan. Brennan now from the D. This one looks short. Mike Martin, can he get the ball? He can. He punches it. But Alan Murphy read that so well. He took a step to his left towards the centre of the goal where the ball is coming. Wonderful goalkeeping.
Yeah, look at it. It was like an experienced goalkeeper there in terms of he didn't gamble and say, right, I'm going to punch this clear. He stood in his line and knew what Mike Martin was going to do, and he took that little step to the left hand side and made a great save, to be fair to him. Huge
game intelligence there from the Oughterard player manager. Oughterard now coming forward themselves now from that potential counter attack. They keep on possession. Milltown, their turn to retrieve. They've just left Mike Martin up top, and everyone else is in that deep role at the moment. This is allowing Oughterard now just to keep possession. Matthew Tierney now on the halfway line, sees pressure, scoops the ball backwards, where it's picked up by Walsh. Walsh will quickly move towards the left-hand side. They're keeping a lot of width. Now they go long ball in around the house. The ball is going to bounce dangerously. Malloy puts it in, and it's into the net. A long ball comes in. Disaster. The substitute goalkeeper lost the flight of the football, and into the net it goes. 1-5 now for Oughterard. 2 points for Milltown, and that is a disaster.
It really is. It's so unfortunate for Jim Malloy obviously stepping in there, but just a long ball like that, it's probably a lapse in concentration, and just it was just very unlucky. So he was.
Yeah, long ball in, was punished into the net. Ryan Monan will give him the goal, will we? You're the strikers union there.
Oh yes, it's a striker's goal all day, so it is.
But what you would say, 6 points, and they're coming again like a wave. This is a phenomenal start from Alan Murphy's side. Shot coming in from distance from the left-hand side. Has it got the accuracy? Of course it does. Over the bar it goes. Oughterard are absolutely flying it here in Tuam Stadium. 1-6 now to 2 points their advantage after 16 and a half minutes of blistering football.
Yeah, it's an absolute phenomenal score from Niall Lee. He stays wide, patience in the attack down the left-hand side. He steps into a beautiful area and probably kicks outside the scoring zone and kicks a beautiful score straight between the posts.
Milltown now need a breather. They need composure. They trail by 7. Already feels like a huge lead here.
It does, yeah. Look at obviously the wind is effective in it, but
so yellow card being shown there towards Adam Tierney. That seems a little bit harsh, you would have to say, but allows Milltown now to try and get their game sparking. So far on the scoreboard, it's just been 2 Mark Hare free kicks. That's their only 2 points to date. Jack Curran now gives it towards Owen Mannion. Owen Mannion gone a little bit deeper to get position. Now he's going to take a run, but he sees a lot of bodies. Gives it back towards Curran. In field now is Johnny Hines. He's just abandoned the defensive duties at fields. Back towards Mannion in the corner. Moves the ball in field, cutting around the long way. But look at the amount of bodies there. He goes left, goes right, punches the ball in the middle, in towards the middle. Curran puts it back towards McCalter. Switches across towards Kieran Blake. Milltown now, their turn to try and switch the point of the attack. Mannion now gives it back, where it's picked up again by Milltown as Costello now tries to find a pocket of space to run into, but there's none there at the moment. Curran now, centre position, looks up, gives it across now towards Godwin. Godwin now soloing with the football. Big punch pass down the line for Colin Brennan has space. Brennan will take a shot. No, he does a dummy solo. Runs in field. Might have been better served to take a shot there perhaps, but on his go. Milltown keeping possession. Costello now from outside the deed. He won't shoot. Now he's clipped. Is that an advantage? No, referee James Malloy says on you go. Malloy, now Brennan this time with a long ball that's turned into a ball in around the house. Long ball up towards Carl Blake. The ball breaks. Johnny Hines takes a shot, and Johnny Hines into the net. And out of absolute nothing, a long ball into the top. It broke, and the cornerback Johnny Hines drills it into the net. 1-2 to 1-6.
Yeah, it is. And look at it. It's probably you do it, I do it kind of situation. It's a long ball in, and Carl Blake is in there, probably causing a lot of problems. They Oughterard defence break it, but drop it right into Johnny Hines, and it's that great finish into the bottom left-hand corner.
This feels like Corfin on Tuesday night, where Killallen started driving the ball in long, And then in the second half, St James's copied them, and we had an absolute shootout. It feels like something like this. Blake now had caught the ball in around or didn't catch it, made a nuisance himself in around the house, catching the middle of the field, ball down the line towards Mike Martin, but well defended there by Philip Gibbons. He puts it out for a sideline. Oughterard, they're still 4 points is their advantage, but will they be live? It's another high booming ball. This is what we're back to the 80s. Ball comes over the top, and then it's read by Enda Tierney.
You'll be happy at the end of the day.
The purists will like this. It's Oughterard now, trying to weather the storm, keeping possession in their own full back line, back towards Murphy in the goal, of course. Not to forget that big save that he made from the flick ball. It was more just the positioning, which will give his side full of confidence. As we said, coming up to 20 minutes of action here in the first half. Oughterard with a 4-point advantage, 1-6 to 1-2 after a blistering start. They're still not done yet. On comes the attack again. This is more clever play. They find room on the right hand side where Dan Kenny is another one of those big men that likes to push in around the house, moving through the hands. James Webb now goes for a run, cuts in from the stand, finds room again. Beautiful play from the wing forward. Scoops a hand pass down the line. Oh, it's gone through the lot, but it comes back towards Webb again. Broke kindly, and then Webb flicks it back towards Niall Lee. Niall Lee goes in towards the corner. It's found a bit of space. Now comes backwards, and O'Manion comes back there. Good work rate, but out for a sideline ball here. And the way things are going, Matthew Tierney will fancy taking a shot at the sideline. No, either way,
they start the game again.
They move it quickly. Ryan Mona now, outside the 45 on the right-hand side, gives it to a centre position towards Walsh, who boots it over towards the left-hand side. It's attack versus defence, and no more so than the full-back now. Gibbons coming flying forward, breaks the Milltown 45. It's still opening up in front of him because Milltown have retrieved. He's still space. On he goes, passes the 21, pops the ball off the line. Back it goes now towards Eddie O'Sullivan. Eddie O'Sullivan puts the ball up and puts the ball over the bar. A wonderful score because they had it here a couple of moments ago. They weren't down the corner, back around, over towards the left-hand side again and found the space.
It is, yeah. And do you know what? It's a brilliant play from Philip Gibbons. He gets down the left-hand side, drives straight at that left-hand side of the pitch, and then they get the three-man weave nearly going, a little hand pass inside, then offloads it to Eddie O'Sullivan, and it's a tap over score for Eddie.
And most importantly as well, it's the first score after conceding the goal as well.
Yeah, exactly, and that's absolutely key in terms of...
Kickouts are starting to become a problem here as well. That's another one gobbled up by James Webb, and now it's Monaghan coming charging down goal. Monaghan with a beautiful strike over the bar. It goes. Oughterard are a green machine out here at the moment.
Yeah, they are. They've been really impressive, and when they squeeze Jamie Malloy's kick out, it's well won, and it's well won there by James Webb, and then he just offloads it to Ryan Monaghan, and he steps inside and kicks a brilliant score on the instep of his foot.
You feel like Milltown need to do something different off the kickouts, because at the moment Oughterard are reading them all, and once they win the ball, this is long up going the bodies. Walsh is trying to get there, but again it's won by Kenny. Back towards Webb again. Oughterard now almost lose the ball. There's a juggling there, but Webb does ever so well. Still losing the second occasion. The Walkers come in. Carl Blake comes through, and Blake comes out with the football, and he's been pulled, and down he goes. The advantage hand is gone, but Milltown can't stop around. Ball in towards the corner where Mannion now gets possession of the football. He's 2 or 3 players in front of him. He's running in at space now from this sideline. Backwards he goes, back towards the right. Can he get a shooting angle? Pops the ball in field towards Costello. Costello now, where Blake was in the middle of the attack. Blake now, it's a D. Gives it towards Mike Martin, but forced back. Half a deflection, but Manning gets it and does well. Might have been a free there. On we goes. Blake now back towards Martin on the right hand side. There's a man in the space. It's Brennan. Brennan lets the ball bounce in front of him. Is running down by the sideline. The loop passes on. Costello gives it, and back it goes now, but a good bit from goal now. Mike Martin now gets possession. McCalters is in field. McCalters gets the football. This is just inside the 45, over towards the middle of the field. The goal scorer Johnny Hines now is coming, gives it towards Godwin. Godwin now has to be careful. He's getting at traffic and has been fouled outside the D. The full back does well. We're seeing so much of that in this game as well. Defenders coming up and showing so much composure on the football.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and do you know what? It's brilliant. It's brilliant for Milltown. Probably had 2 or 3 opportunities to take a shot, but instead worked the score, went down the left hand side, came back out. A great transfer across. I think it was McWalter straight across into Johnny Hines, and then just got the runners off the shoulder, and it was brilliant. Winning the foul in this very scoreable position.
So here comes Mike Martin trying to get his first of the day after 22 and a half minutes, trying to chip away at the deficit. He strikes it off the hands with the left, and it is good. Over the bar it goes. 1-3 now for Milltown, 1-8 for Oughterard. 5-point advantage for Alan Murphy's side as he gets the football and looks to try and reset for his side. Milltown, I was about to say they don't really look to push. They've half pushed here as well, but Murphy will probably go long again, you feel, or at least out towards the half back line with this. Yeah,
well, sure, you look at the 3 players in front of us here with Matthew Tierney, Paddy Welsh, and
why would you be doing anything else as you?
Exactly.
Although Milltown have nearly made a mocker of themselves because Brendan has come through the lot and take the bouncing ball. That kick out was nearly in between the 2 lines, if that makes sense. It allows Milltown to come flying forward now. Costello now gives it infield and gets a 1-2, gets a heavy hit, but on he goes again. Niall does well, gives it towards O'Manion, who's starting to attack every football now in this left-hand corner. Ball down the line, towards taken up by Costello again. He's clattered off the ball, but on comes Liam Costello down by the sideline, pops the ball over the top. It goes back on Michael through. There's a scramble. What's the decision? It's a penalty to Milltown. It seems a bit harsh, is it? Might have been the slightest of nudges, but not a hell of a lot in that. James Malloy says it is a penalty. And it was Niall Costello, kind of the give and go, a looped hand pass, maybe like Soupy Campbell in the All-Ireland final. Not to bring back too many bad memories, but then a little bit of a tug as Costello tried to get near the football. There's not a lot in that.
It's still contact from behind. You have to probably look at it that way.
I'd be furious if that's given against me. I'd say it's the big man against the little man there. I think he's not doing a lot wrong, but either way, James Malloy has given the decision here, and a big moment as we come up to 6 minutes to half time. Oughterard lead by 5. They control the game so far. But Milltown now with Mike Martin, who just got a free a couple of moments ago to get his scoreboard ticking, is going to face up Alan Murphy, who'd probably be more served at scoring these over the days. He's definitely taken them.
He'd have experience in them situations.
Well, he should know where it goes. Now Martin now puts the ball on the surface here, up on the town goal here at Tuam Stadium. Big moment you feel in the first half. Taking a long run back at it. James Malloy is telling everyone to come back. So here comes Martin from the penalty spot. Martin strikes, drives it into the bottom corner of the net. 2-3 now for Milltown. 1-2 to Oughterard. And somehow the Oughterard advantage is only 2 points.
Yeah, it is. Look at it. Obviously for Milltown, they'd be absolutely delighted. It's probably one of them soft enough calls for a penalty, I suppose, as you say. But look at it. It's 3 points on the board and they're back within touching distance again.
Clock now shows 5 minutes to the half-time interval. This is remarkably showing a lot of similarities between the first game as well. Oughterard started like a house on fire, then Dromore finished like a train. Wind is swirling up here. Oughterard have the advantage of that at the moment, and it certainly helped their long ball tactic. They're running the ball through the hands here at the moment. On comes the on-rushing Adam Tierney, who does well, gets a 1-2, breaks in towards the Milltown half. Now it's opening up, and Tierney has Walsh in front of him, gives it towards Walsh. Walsh will go across the left-hand side, has options, will recycle backwards there, where it's picked up by Indy Tierney. They move it over towards the left-hand side, where that's picked up by Caldona, who gives the 1-2, and it goes back towards Adam Tierney again. He's covered a power ground with that move alone. They recycle back. Milltown now trying to put the cover backwards. It goes now towards Enda Tierney. Enda Tierney now looking up, assessing the options. Hand passes it over towards the left hand side. Milltown are Gonzolan at the moment, and Oughterard are just happy to take the sting out of the game and keep on possession. Ronan Malloy now from the halfway line looks up, sees a lot of blue, sees a lot of green in front of him. Now decides to go for a run. He's making good ground. It's opening up. Malloy does well, punches the ball in towards the corner, but it's taken out at the bit of pace here from Matthew Tierney. He puts a hand pass in towards the middle, gives a 1-2, he's gone on the loop. Tierney gets another hand pass, tries to drag his way through, but Walsh now does well. It's getting a little bit heaty out here. Into Tierney now, over towards the left hand side. Are they going to go long ball again? They're going to move the ball through the hands, where there's an option to run. This one looks like it could be short, and this one is into the side net in the wind. And there's nearly a moment of deja vu as the ball comes in around Malloy in the goal there.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, it was kind of he nearly hit panic station himself, but look, he'd be happy to see it at the side netting. But it's good from Milltown, but it also is good from Oughterard. They've probably worked the score into,
and they've taken that sting out of the game as well.
Exactly. Yeah. And look at it. It's been good for Milltown. Obviously, with the scoreline, they probably haven't performed to the levels that they're well capable of. But for Oughterard, look at it. They've taken the sting out of the game, and look, there 4 or 5 minutes to go to half time.
Jamie Lloyd did excellent there. Found Mark Hare out in the pocket of space under a lot of duress, but Hare now on possession of the football, drives it outside the right in towards the corner towards Mannion. Mannion will let it bounce in front of him, takes on his man. He's got the wrong side. He pumps the ball in field where Godwin's given the give and go back towards Mannion. Mannion on the loop. Oh, it's a wonderful score from Milltown. It's a 1 point ball game here in Tuam Stadium. 3 minutes go to the half time. Milltown have found that bit of wind.
They have, and that's an unbelievable score. Like, it's Mark Hare on the ball, as you said. Just the experience, and he sees O'Manion gets that yard of space and delivers a perfect bounce pass into him. Delivers, and O'Manion plays a quick 1-2 and superb score into the wind.
Credit Malloy under pressure as well. He's had a difficult introduction since he's come in 5 minutes into the half, and that goal will be a howler. But he's reacted well. That was a brilliant kick out. Up both the bodies again. Brennan has it. He's got it strength to get it at this second occasion. Now drives it quickly over to Johnny Hines, but too far in front of him. Gives the ball back towards Oughterard just as the counter-attack was coming there, perhaps from Milltown. Oughterard now.
Yeah, they did.
Trying to stick the sting out the game. It's one of those moments you need everything, isn't it?
It was probably the moment there for Milltown. They had the bodies. There was a lot of Oughterard bodies in around the middle of the pitch.
Late hit off the ball there. James Malloy is having a right good look at it. Milltown player down in a heap. And no decision. Mike McCalters had been fouled there, but on he goes. Malloy now keeping on possession inside the 45, moving through the hands quickly, just outside the 45, backwards it goes, where they keep on possession, and now it's in the hands of Ryan Monaghan. He goes backwards with the football. They're trying to, I think, just wind down the clock here. 2 minutes to go to half time. They side remarkably only lead by 1. Long ball in around the house again. This is dangerous. Here it goes. Malloy as well. And then Johnny Hines. He scored a goal at one end. Equally important there because that was nearly another goal.
Yeah, it's massive, Jonathan.
Oh, heavy hit on Mark here. Matthew Tierney has clattered him there with a haymaker. And Milltown don't like that. It'll be yellow card being shown here to the Galway star. And he's getting reminded by a couple of the Milltown people there as well. But Hare was brave. One of those, you could see that coming a mile away.
Yeah, you could, yeah. He went in and he went forceful there. And he's only got a tick, I think, so it's...
Jesus. Well, if that's the barometer, we're in for one hell of a ball game. Yeah, seems to just be happy with the tick. Mark Hare will take his dash of water here. So a minute to go of normal time after a fairly frantic opening half here. This Galway GA Bunsecures Galway Senior Football Championship preliminary quarter-final, the last of them here to take place. Who will make the way through to the quarterfinals? It looks like for large periods it would be Oughterard. Too many steps there taken by Pádraig Godwin as he tried to go through a player too many. Oughterard get possession back here as we come to half-time. They take it quickly. They want to try and extend their lead. There remarkably is only 1 at the moment. Now they're taking the sting out of the game. Milltown have just clogged up the middle. They're turned to be defensive, and that allows Mono now to get onto the football halfway line. Sprays it over on the left-hand side. Godwin is just left up top. Everyone else is pushed down to our right-hand side. Eddie O'Sullivan got a fine score in the opening half. On the attack again. And now comes another Hail Mary in around the house. This is dangerous. It's a breakable in around the house. It's been well bred there. And I guess Kieran Blake somehow managed to get his feet on the football and get his hands. 3 minutes, in fact, to be added on here. We're about to start those 3 minutes now. It starts with Oughterard leading by 1. But Milltown with possession of the football. Taken by Liam Costello. Moves it quickly and gives it back towards Jack Caron. Jack Caron is looking up. Finds Mark Hare on the left wing forward position. Looking up. Ball outside the right in towards Mannion. Mannion gets it again. He turns. He's been torn all day at the Oughterard defence. Goes back now on the 14, looking for options, plays the ball infield towards Hare. Hare, will he go for it? No, he stands up in the football and is happy just to recycle across to where Johnny Hines will take it and attack the bounce the ball. Breaks the 45 over on the right hand side where it's taken up by there by Keith Mannion. Mannion now with a hand pass in towards the corner. It's given by Costello. It might be a give and go here. Back it goes towards Martin. Martin goes on the blind side. Will he get it back on the left? He's still going. He's trying to nearly generate a free, you feel. Shot comes in from a difficult angle. Has it squeezed away in? It's not over. Just past the post and wide. And it's still Oughterard that will lead by 1.
Yeah, it is, yeah. But look at it, it's really, really positive from Milltown. Their patience, their attack is brilliant. They're really, really forcing Oughterard to push out on them because they're delivering such a ball inside to O'Manion and he's causing such a threat when he receives the ball that they have to get out on the kicker. They switched the play over to Johnny Hines, attacked on that right-hand side and probably executed a good shot there, but just didn't get their shot off.
Long ball up around the house. Oughterard have won it and they're coming on the counter-attack. This is clever little play. James Wedds has the football. He's open country in the middle of the field. Look at the amount of runners coming through. This is a goal-scoring opportunity for Oughterard. Move with their hands. Matthew Tierney into the back of the net. Tierney with a killer blow just in first half injury time. And probably the scoreline that's more reflective of the game we've seen so far.
Probably is, yeah, but it's a brilliant move. And look at it, it's a great offload from Keane Monaghan. Matthew Tierney, and he's outside, and it's just a composure finish into the bottom left-hand corner. And it is probably more respective in terms of we've seen some brilliant scores from Oughterard and brilliant work rate, but Milltown will be devastated with conceding such an easy goal.
Oughterard's advantage is now 4, 2-8 to 2-4, and they've got the football. They seem to have been creating so many scores from both their own and Milltown kickouts. That came from a long kickout.
It did, yeah. It just came from a long kickout, and what it was a great runner off the shoulder. James Webb came off the shoulder of an offload, and it just had runners off the shoulder, and it caused mayhem.
Certainly, it's going to be an interesting half-time conversation for respective managements. Oughterard, though, looking like they're going to finish with a flurry here after being caught on the hop there with those 2 goals from Milltown, but they have added their second, and they've shown their dominance on the scoreboard now with the slight advantage of the elements here in the opening half. Walsh now, centre position. He looks happy to try and wind down the last minute of injury time. Monan over towards the left-hand side. Milltown need to push up, you would feel. Malloy now soloing slowly down the left-hand side over in the terrace. They move it through their hands. It's quickly taken up there by Niall Lee. Niall Lee runs out of real estate. Milltown now coming from one attack, and they have men over here, and there's open country. The ball is coming. Costello's coming like a train. Martin's inside. It's Malloy. It's the other side. He's still going. Will he give it towards Manny? He's still going a goal. He's covered low now. He's been pulled down. Surely that's a free, and that's not quite a pull down. It's one of those in between yellow and black. He stopped the runner of the pacey attack. I won't be a black, you feel. It is Killian Noon who did the perfect challenge, you would say, from a defensive duty. Stopped the runner but didn't quite get the pull down, and it doesn't look like any card was shown there as well. Well, we have a high bar here in terms of getting away with it. Mike Martin, though, does take the free, taps it over the bar. And there is the half-time whistle here at the end of a lively first half game. It's swung back and forth. 3 points is the Oughterard advantage here at the interval. 2-8 to 2-5, but What on earth is going to happen next?
Yeah, look, it's been a cracking battle so far, and we've been treated to some hell of a game of football. We've been so many spectacles in this senior championship so far this year has been really, really defensive and stagey and cagey with the game. This, obviously, Oughterard have a game plan. It's really, really effective, but Milltown will be happy going in. There's only one kick of a ball between the two teams.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But Oughterard are playing the game for the large periods on their terms as well. That's the worrying thing from a Milltown perspective.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't really affect that there is a slight wind there going from left to right, but it doesn't really affect the Oughterard's attacks or the way they play the game. So we're in for one hell of a 30 minutes in the second half.
We certainly are. So here at half-time, in the last of the Bonsecure's Galway Senior Football Championship preliminary quarter-finals, it's advantage Oughterard. They lead Milltown by 2-8 to 2-5.
QFinancial.ie got the price and advice for me.
Pension auto-enrolment will soon be introduced. This means that all full-time workers over the age of 23 earning more than €20,000 per year must contribute to a pension, and employers must contribute. What are those pension entitlements, and is there independent advice available? The Q Financial Pension Team are experienced in advising both employees and employers of the positive and affordable options available for your situation. Call 091 421 900 or log on to qfinancial.ie.
QFinancial.ie.
Based in Clare, Galway, OMA Financial Services Limited, trading as qfinancial.ie, is an authorised independent pension intermediary regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
Every single ticket that's sold, 5% of proceeds from that ticket is going to Jigsaw to help us provide free therapy for young people aged 12 to 25 across Galway City and County who are experiencing difficulty with their mental health.
We redefine your relationship with energy, save you money, and get you on the path to a cleaner, greener future. JFW Renewables, your nationwide solar energy specialists. Call us today for a greener tomorrow.
Over in front of the scoreboard. On comes the on-rushing player here. Now they run through a crowd. Back it goes. This could be a shot, a goal. The shot is up. The shot is from Keane Monaghan, and it's over the bar. Tidy things up. Oh, it's well flicked inside there by Jack Kenny. Kenny made a right use of himself. Now shot comes in from the full forward, Ryan Monaghan, and over the bar it goes. And up the pressure. But here comes Mark Kerr now for the resultant free, just on the left of the D, straight in front of the post. And Mark Kerr makes no mistake. 2 points, plays the ball over the top. Glorious football that is. Now Keane Monaghan gets it, spins around. Monaghan on the turn. Has he got the bar? With the ball over the bar, he certainly has. Kieran Blake comes across, doesn't read the flight of the football. Now there's no way to scramble. Oughterard have the ball back, and the shot comes in, and the shot comes over the bar. And it's about so many of these over the years in the blue of Milltown. And he's going to strike it off the hands. And this one looks good, and this one is good. Long ball in around the house again, and there's a man gone on the overlap. This is dangerous. The ball comes in, the advance back, the shot comes in, it's punched over the bar. Keane Monaghan, beautiful score. Tierney now on the halfway line, sees pressure, scoops the ball backwards, where it's picked up by Walsh. Walsh will quickly move towards the left hand side. They're keeping a lot of width. Now they go long ball in around the house. The ball is going to bounce dangerously. Malloy puts it in, and it's into the net. A long ball comes in. Disaster. The subject. Mally Murphy side shot coming in from distance from the left-hand side. Has got the accuracy? Of course it does. Over the bar it goes. Oughterard are absolutely flying. Milltown keeping possession. Costello now from outside the D. He won't shoot. Now he's clipped. Is that an advantage? No. Referee James Malloy says on you go. Malloy, now Brennan this time with a long ball that's turned into a ball in around the house. Long ball up towards Carl Blake. The ball breaks. Johnny Hines takes a shot, and Johnny Hines into the net and out of it. He's still space. On he goes. Passes the 21. Pops the ball off the line. Back it goes now towards Eddie O'Sullivan. Eddie O'Sullivan puts the ball up and puts the ball over the bar. A wonderful score. Kickouts are starting to become a problem here as well. That's another one gobbled up by James Webb. And now it's Monaghan coming charging there in goal. Monaghan with a beautiful, beautiful strike. Over the bar it goes. 22 and a half minutes. Trying to chip away the deficit. He strikes it off the hands with the left, and it is good. Over the bar it goes. 1-3 now. Run back at it. James Malloy is telling everyone to come back. So here comes Martin from the penalty spot. Martin strikes, drives it into the bottom corner of the net. 2-3 now. Takes on his man. He's got the wrong side. He pumps the ball in field where Godwin's giving the give and go back towards Mannion. Mannion on the loop. Oh, it's a wonderful score from Milltown. It's a 1 point.
Good shot there, but just didn't get their shot off.
Long ball up around the house. Oughterard have won it and they're coming on the counter attack. This is clever little play. James Weds has the football. He's open country in the middle of the field. Look at the amount of runners coming through. This is a goal scoring opportunity for Oughterard. Move with their hands. Matthew Tierney into the back of the net. Tierney with looked like any card was shown there as well. Well, we have a high bar here in terms of getting away with it. Mike Martin, though, does take the free, taps it over the bar, and there he is. You're very welcome back to Tuam Stadium. We're about to start the second half here of this Bon Secours Galway Senior Championship preliminary quarter-final draw. Battle to get the last remaining quarter-final spot. It is advantage Oughterard at the interval. They lead by 2-8 to 2-5. Probably should be further ahead given their dominance in the course of the game. But Milltown have fought back, but a long way to go. That Matthew Tierney goal in first half injury time put a better reflection of truth on the scoreboard at the moment. So it's battle on here for the last remaining spot. Milltown now coming forward here in possession of the football as McCalters gives the ball off towards Carl Blake. Brennan now finds Mark Hare. Milltown looking to try and start with a flurry. Hare from distance. Has he got it? He certainly has. Over the bar it goes. And 15 seconds into the second half, Milltown have the scoreboard moving for the first time in the second half.
Yeah, and it's a brilliant move. Carl Blake gets up, wins the hop over Matthew Tierney, flows it down to Sam Ferrick. Sam Ferrick drives the left-hand side of the pitch, and then they see an acre of space for Mark Hare just inside the 45, and you can't give someone with the ability of Mark Hare that much space.
The gap is 2 all of a sudden. Alan Murphy now will look to restart for his side. He's going to go long right. Up go the bodies. Brennan looks like he's got it. He hasn't, but Walsh takes it out of Pixie's pocket there. And just as Milltown were looking to go down one end, they're now doing a little bit of defending. Ball in towards the corner. It's won cleverly. Oughterard now are swarming bodies. Look at the overlap here. Dunno has an ocean of room if they go with the big switch. Infield it goes towards Ryan Monaghan. Monaghan now happy to go around the long way. There's still a 2-man overload on the left-hand side in front of the Tommy Varden stand. Tierney now moves it through the hands. Picked up by Ryan Monaghan. Monaghan now outside the 45. Dunno is the runner. Gives it backwards, scoops the ball cleverly back after spinning around. Ryan Monaghan's coming through. Monaghan's making a good bit of trouble. Over the ball it goes. So the onrushing here is coming. Adam Tierney. Tierney gets the ball up. Oh, it's off the crossbar. It looked like it was going to go over the bar and just had a wicked bit of top spin and hung up in the air, out for a 45. But oh my days, what nearly happened there?
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Adam Tierney drives the left-hand side. It's a great little ball inside from Ryan Monaghan. Offloads it to Adam Tierney, and it looks like it's gone
over the bar.
And everyone had stopped, and it just hits off the crossbar. And I think it was James White coming in, and it just bounced over his head and out. And they've got a 45, but Milltown will be damn happy after that.
Carl Blake has been flashed a car there as well. I'm not quite sure what that one is about because
it looks like a
player
late
off the ball
tackle,
there, potentially. But it will be restarted with a 45. With Matthew Tierney, looks like he's eyeing up. He didn't take a lot off the ground after that injury going against Tyrone in the league, so seems to be back. No, it's the end, so still maybe rest on that quad. Although Endo is not a bad replacement when it comes to taking place balls at a goal. So here comes Tierney from the 45. 2.5 minutes gone here in the second half. He's side lead by 2, trying to make it 3. Strikes it off the ground. It looks good. Will it tail off? It will tail off. Up with the bodies, kept in play. And out comes Milltown with the ball. And it's Mark Hare, of all people, down around. And a free in has been given. And it'll be hot ball now after a bit of after swinging there. So hot ball here on the 21 after it was Adam Tierney who took the bait there in the end, and hot ball it comes.
Yeah, it's a bit of just inexperience there from Adam Tierney. Wins a brilliant foul,
And it's still going on off the ball here as well. It's heating up, as we always say. Championship football, knockout championship football at that.
Oh, he hasn't given a hot ball.
Oh, surely he's hopping the ball there. He nearly had indicated that hot ball. No, seems to have changed his mind again, I was sure. Okay, that's a fortunate break there for Oughterard because
got a break there,
they look like the most default hot ball in the world. But James Malloy has let things go and happy to allow the afters take place without any punishment. So here's the advantage now to make this gap 3. It'll be a striking goal. It'll be tap over free. Ooh, it's gone wide in the end. Oh my days. And there's a bit of afters there as well. But Niall Lee, you would have closed your eyes and took every bit of money you had and put it on red there. That would have been a point.
Yeah, definitely. I was very surprised. He usually is a brilliant executor of frees. Brilliant catch from Carl O'Donoghue. Brilliant.
Yeah, bodies there. Oughterard now. Still a lead by 2 here. The game is very, very lively. And on the go now. It's on the attack again is Oughterard. Coming flying forward is James Webb. Heavily involved in that one of the goals for Oughterard. Backwards it goes, moved through the hands. Matthew Tierney's free on the D, and this will be a tap over score. No mistake about this one. White flag up in the air. Oughterard do lead by 3. It's probably taken 2 or 3 goals at the cherry there in the second half, but their advantage has been extended 2-9 to 2-6.
Yeah, and it's a brilliant move again though from Oughterard. They could tack down the right hand side. James Webb with the ball, plays inside to Ronan Malloy. Looks like Keane Monaghan's about to kick the score, but instead he just offloads it back to someone like Matthew Tierney, and when you have someone like that standing at the top of the D, it's already destined for a score.
Tell you what, Milltown are playing with absolute fire there with that short kick out. Not once but twice.
I can feel your heart beating a bit too quick there.
It is, the first one was hairy enough, but the second ball trying to pierces through the eye of O'Neill. Carl Blake now chips the ball in towards in the corner where Mannion takes it on the loop with his on rush from Mike McCall. He's going to strike. It's going to hang up in the air. This is a Hail Mary in around the house. Who is the bodies? It's going to break out. Caron now will get the ball. Will he get the score? Gives it back towards Mike Martin. He'll surely shoot. Martin's going to squeeze it in. Over the bar it goes. White flag up in the air. And it's back to 2 again.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look at it. It's one of those, probably Johnny McWalter is probably going for that's the score there, but lands it in around the house and breaks to Jack Curran, and Jack Curran offloads it to his shooter right behind him, and look at Mike Martin's a great score.
So 2-9, 2-7, 5 minutes gone here in the second half. Alan Murphy will restart, getting a little bit darker here in June, but thankfully the clouds have kept the moisture to themselves. Murphy now looking up, a lot of bodies in front of him. It goes central out towards the middle, up towards Tierney, a little bit nudge in the back perhaps there as well. Where's the ball going to break? Matthew Tierney has the breaking ball. This is dangerous. Oughterard are on the counter-attack. Murphy is free inside. Murphy gets the ball. Does he get the ball? He does. He's still going. He's down on the floor, and a free in has been given, and it's a cynical challenge in the end there, you would say, as he tore on a goal. But yet again, one kick over the top takes out pretty much the whole team.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and it's the dirty ball that Matthew Tierney wins in around the middle and just offloads it off to James Wade. And he sees Ryan Monaghan running through, and probably if he gathered hand passed a small bit better, he would have been in a better position.
Looks like one of the Oughterard players, I think that's Ryan Monaghan perhaps.
Yeah.
He's in a little bit bother there. I think he got
that's the clatter from
fairly clattered, not once but twice as he tore through on goal there. 2 or 3 bodies swarmed on top of him. But again, I'd say this is what you call cynical, clever coaching. None of them really pulled him down. It was more cynical to keep him up, which is a huge grey area in the law. Oh,
it is, yeah. It's a massive grey area in the law, and probably in them terms, like he's breaking at the heart of the defence. You'd be saying, how is it not a black card? But it's not a pull down, so you have to look at it that way.
But they're talking about rule changes and whatnot, but that's definitely one that I would change there as well, because teams are just coaching how to do foul cynically. But here we will restart, and it'll be Niall Lee, and this time he definitely will get this one after we gave him the commentator's course a couple of moments ago. This one is dead central. He'll extend his lead out to 3 here with 7 minutes gone in the second half, and makes no mistake, taps it over the bar. 2-10 now to 2-7, and so far Oughterard are keeping that advantage.
Yeah, they have, and look at it's a great attack again, and it's just an easy free for Niall Lee to tap over. Probably gave him the commentator's course the last one, but yeah, look at they'll be happy enough up the road again.
Oh, that's another dangerous kick out, and this one's been overturned. What McWalters does well, 7-on-7, breaking ball. James Malloy says no, he's letting everything go here as well. Look like a Stonewall free. Costello now coming charging forward. Takes a lot of steps with the football. Has to give it away. Does. Gives it back. Now where it's coming with Liam. It's coming like a train. Out to the D. He goes left, goes right. Costello strikes. Brilliant. And over the bar it goes. What a response that is.
It is. It's brilliant. And do you know what? It's absolutely superb from Niall Costello. He takes it on, drives at the heart of that Oughterard defence, plays it inside to his older brother, and continues on his run, which draws Matthew Tierney away, and seeing that gap for Liam Costello, and Liam Costello steps inside Paddy Welch, and it's a superb score from Liam.
Oughterard's advantage is now 2, but they have the opportunity to go short here. Eddie O'Sullivan, Milltown retrieved. Now Oughterard will play for deep here. Clock shows 8 minutes gone in the second half. We've won a hell of a battle here in Tuam Stadium so far. Oughterard have had the advantage pretty much the whole way through. The dominant side by country mile in the first half, but Milltown got a couple of sucker punches, although Oughterard did respond with a goal of their own. Matthew Tierney, that's such a tidy finish that was as well in first half injury time. Opened the body, curled it in towards the near post, and now East Side still have that advantage, which they're trying to extend to at the moment here. Up the line it goes towards Adam Tierney. Tierney now Costello down, back to them defending. Tierney spins around cleverly, back to a cut over the top. What a ball that is. Dunnan now is coming through, plays the ball to a centre position. There's runners from everywhere. Can they get the shot away? They can't, they're forced backwards. Where it's picked up now by Ryan Monaghan. Monaghan, will he shoot? Inside the 45. He's happy to run across the 45 at the moment. Milltown now scampering everyone back. Matthew Tierney gets it back. Scoops it off the shoulder there where it's picked up by Inda. Tierney now moves it over on the right hand side. Monaghan's gone a little bit deeper. Punches the ball in field where it's picked up over there by Keane Monaghan. Backwards they go towards Walsh. Walsh now breaks the 45 on the right hand side. Pass it sideways. Picked up by Eddie O'Sullivan. Will he try and extend on his tally? No, he pops the ball off the shoulder. Malloy takes it. Malloy looks up. He says, I'm not going to go back. Then runs in the middle. On he goes again looking for options. Gives a ball backwards now. Ryan Monaghan now. Ryan Monaghan, will he take a shot? No, gives it back in turn, and they're just keeping the ball almost trying to encourage Milltown out. And you still fear as well that they can get a long ball over the top, because Matthew Tierney is in and around the house, and he has a bit of a significant height advantage in Cron, who's tagged him in as well. So two big men parked on the edge of the town goal here. Oughterard have possession on the 45 on the right hand side, over in front of the terrace here. They lead by 2 here, coming up to 9.5 minutes. Here comes the long ball in around the house. Tierney's underneath it. Tierney gets a haymaker and puts it on the left hand side and wide. But old school football is in full effect here in Tuam Stadium.
It sure is, and that's that one there. Like, he's connected with that with a brilliant punch, and probably if he was at maybe a yard or two to the left hand side, that was burying that net.
He took it like he didn't even attempt to catch it. It was a big swing. Oh, it's a disaster! Kick-out's been overturned. They're through on goal here. Huge moment in the second half. Punch across the face of the goal. Can they get the shot away? They can. Into the top corner of the net. Niall Lee with a stunning kick-out. The goal even overturned the kick-out. And that's a huge score.
It is, it sure is. And look at it, it's one of those ones from Jim Malloy. Oh, he's clipped it straight at the hands of Sam Kenny, and then it gives it, offloads it to Niall Lee, and Niall Lee with a brilliant finish into the top left-hand corner. It's so unfortunate from Jamie Malloy. He's had it really tough since coming in, and look at it, it's one of those ones where Oughterard punished with the maximum effort.
Long ball out from Malloy over the top now. Oughterard are up by 5 and their tails are up here. They have 20 minutes to go though, and they look like they're going to secure their quarter-final spot. It would take one hell of a twist to the tail at the moment, but it feels like a bit of strength and lack of numbers perhaps. You consider it's probably Milltown down to their third choice goalkeeper as well, and those are the small margins.
They sure are, and look at it, it's something as easy as that. Like, it's a short kick-off where there's bodies of 2 Oughterard men, and just it's so unfortunate for Jamie Malloy as a personal note, but it looks so heartbreak for Milltown.
Walsh now keeps possession for Oughterard. 5 points, as we said, is their advantage. 11 minutes gone in this second half, but they look like they mean business. They're still going. Matthew Tierney, beautiful ball over the top, and there's men in space everywhere, moving through the hands. Is taken now across from Ryan Monaghan, gives it backwards to keep on possession. Eddie O'Sullivan now has room on the left half forward position, runs the ball in towards the corner, flicks it now where it's picked up, and they move it through their hands. Ever so clever. Lead even the goal scorer a couple of moments ago. What a finish that was! Just absolutely rifled into the top corner of the net. Gave Malloy no choice after the kick out had gone astray. Walsh now keeps on possession over on the right hand side, where it's picked up by Enda Tierney. Oughterard, they're looking so calm, they're looking so structured. Again, they have a couple of big men in around the house. You feel like it's only a minute before a long ball will potentially come in here. James Webb now over on the right hand side, just outside the 21, over in front of the terrace, finds a bit of room, gives it back towards Walsh. Walsh under pressure by Godwin, but finds room again, where it's picked up in midfield now by Monaghan. Monaghan inside the 45, Solon forward, goes towards the edge of the D, will take a shot with the left foot. This one looks short, and Malloy this time takes it onto the breadbasket and takes a sting, although everyone is just kind of going away from him. Thankfully, Al Costello there, from his point of view, is able to get the ball in. It needs to get Milltown up the field at the moment, because Oughterard lead by 5 here with 18 minutes to go of normal time here at the end of this second half. A crunching hit comes in there on Brennan. Brennan's been held up, wins a free for his side there on the halfway line over on the far side, and a sub has been taking place, and Milltown have gone for the old warrior. Jim Blake is out there. He came on at the end of the Barna game. He's on a good bit earlier now, 17.5 minutes. You feel like Milltown do need his experience, because this game is slipping away from Milltown at the moment.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look at it. It's obviously a great bit of experience to bring into the fold, and he will cause a few problems with the experience, and probably to deal with this high ball, or even try to throw himself in around the middle himself.
Well, do you just try and replicate it and put him in around the square and drive it in? You nearly put the 2 legs in there at this stage. Well, it's the old cliche, you got to get the ball to get it into them and all that. The first goal scorer for Milltown, Johnny Hines, makes way. He's replaced by Jeremy Blake. Milltown with possession of the football. 30 minutes gone in the second half. Oughterard lead by 5 here. Costello now trying to get the afterburners on. He's solo just shy of the 45 in front of the Joe O'Toole stand here at Tuam Stadium. They move the ball infield. It's taken by Mannion into infield towards Sam Fearick. Static at the moment though. They do switch it over towards the left-hand side. It was picked up by Cron. Cron now breaks the 45 on the left-hand side. Punch ball over the top, trying to encourage Mannion. That'd be so close, but Mannion puts on speeds there to try and get the breaking ball before it crossed the sideline. Infield it goes towards Cron, back towards Brennan. Brennan now has Sam Fearick behind him on the 45. He gets it. Now the big switch over here and it picked up my Coulters. McCoulters had to slide almost to get the football, and then plays a dribbler down the line here. Was ticked on by Costello. Costello now going for a little bit of run, hits a lot of bit of traffic, so has to scoop it back towards McCoulter. Everybody is inside the Oughterard 45 at the moment. There's nobody apart from Lloyd down the right hand side. It's all a sea of bodies. Sam Ferry goes through from the right hand side, down with the sideline, has found space, puts it across the face of goal. Carl Blake, what a save by Alan Murphy! Wow, what a save by Murphy! The second time he's done that today.
It is, and look at it. Look at the Milltown men. Feel like it's over the line, but it's an unbelievable save again from Alan Murphy, and it's one of those again where it's brilliant patience from Milltown. Get Sam Ferrick in, just a little scoop pass inside from Mike Martin, and then it's just a hand pass across the goal. Looked like great contact from Carl Blake, and it's saved by Alan Murphy again.
You feel like there's a sucker punch coming here. Beautiful pass down the line by Lee. Finds Dunno in the sideline, cuts back in field. Dummy solo isn't the best, scoots it backwards. Shot comes in, shot comes over the bar. Dan Kenny, it's a big swing. It's nearly a 4-point swing, you would say. It extends Oughterard's lead, which is now a healthy 6.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look at it's a massive swing. It's one of those cliches as a 4-point swing, but it's so unlucky from Milltown. They get back and Oughterard just break at such high pace and high runners. You can see the fitness levels of this Oughterard team is absolutely sublime, and credit must go to Alan Murphy. He's noticed what this team can do. He's found the game plan and he's executing it to perfection so far.
And a repeated point I said in the first half, I've been very critical of them over the years because they haven't got the best. What a catch that is by Carl Blake on the middle of the field. It'll be brought forward a bit more, but they've played with the handbrake for the last couple of years. They've let go of that and they're flowing in 5th gear here now.
Yeah, they are, yeah. And it's just the powerful of the runners they have. And
long ball over the top. This one breaks. It's just a little bit too eager. Out and agonising wide as well. Costello. Niall gives it the thumbs up, says that's the right idea, but couldn't get a flick on that and out over a wide ball.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Both sides are just horsing it in along.
It is,
here.
and you know what? It's great to see, as a spectator up here watching it. It's absolutely brilliant, and it's really enjoyable game of football.
So 14.5 to go. Advantage very much Oughterard, you would say, as they will restart here with Alan Murphy. He's made 2 big saves. Although, would you call them saves? He's got his body in the position. They've stopped 2 certain goals, let's put it that way. He drives the ball up. He's side lead by 6. What a catch that is out in the middle of the field there by Carl Dunno. He's going to bring forward a bit more. Drives it quickly down the line with his open country. And look how fit Oughterard are. They're coming like an absolute train. Look at the men over left, right and centre. Back it goes now towards Ryan Monyon. Monyon tapped it over the bar. They're absolutely motoring now. Not a handbrake in sight.
They are. It's look at it. It's really enjoyable to watch. It's the old style. Alan Murphy clips the ball out. Carl Dunno does really well. Catches the ball, but what's really impressive is they don't stop and dwell on it. It's Adam Tierney gets up ahead of the ball, and then they have Ryan Monaghan again getting ahead of the ball. It's really impressive, and it's great runners up the field. So it is, and it's another brilliant score from Ryan Monaghan.
Very much is. Advantage is 7. It looks like a Oughterard game as another kick out goes astray. Mark Kerr has to do a foul. The kickouts have been a bit of a disaster, really, you would say. A huge tally has come off those. They've conceded a lot from their own kick out.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, you probably, even if you look at this second half alone, there's been 1-2, I think, so far. And this attack again gives Oughterard the ball back. So you kind of are looking at them areas.
So 3-12 to 2-8. And that's 21 to 14. 7-point advantage for Oughterard. 30 minutes to go. It'll take something of a miracle, you feel at the moment, because not only Oughterard have got the tally on the scoreboard, they are flying forward and just frightening pace non-stop.
It's really impressive, and it's something you have to give credit to Alan Murphy and his management team. It's something they've obviously noticed that maybe this game plan could work, and every player out there looks at the top of their fitness and looks like not one of them is even lagging in any sort of way, or bodies are sore or nothing. It's just absolutely unbelievable, and the control they have in the game is really impressive for 47 minutes gone.
Well, this is probably why we've been so critical of their side over the years, because this is what they're able to do.
Yeah, it is, yeah, and that's what it is. Like a lot of it has probably been defensive, really defensive, and they didn't realise how quick they could break in numbers. And today, like the likes of Cian Monaghan and Ryan Monaghan have been outstanding. And then Matthew Tierney in the round the middle, he's just showed the class he has. And then you have the inside finishing of Niall Lee as well.
Niall Lee coming on the attack again. There's a backdoor cut coming here. It's taking a pace here. Coming driving forward is Adam Tierney. He's going to take a shot. A good block in the end by Costello. Godwin now breaks up the ball, but Milltown need to come moving. Carl Blake gets the football now. Right half back position. Over the top it goes for O'Manion, but he needs to be 40 yards further up the pitch. He's going to solo from deep on the right hand side. Milltown blue shirts trying to swarm forward. Mannion still goes. Pops the ball in field, but it's behind Costello as well. Gives it on Russian, and a heavy hit comes on McCoulter. Back towards Sam Ferrick. Back towards Costello. Hand pass over the top towards Colin Brennan. Tries to drive his through on the right hand side. Shoots it up. Tries to squeeze the one through. Has he got it? It looks like it might have tailed off, but the umpires are happy enough to give it. Milltown on the mark again after a little bit of while. Advantage for Oughterard is back to 6.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look at it, and it's good. It's good again from Milltown. Probably O'Manion receiving the ball, probably 60 yards from goal where you don't want him receiving it, but drives the heart, gives it to Liam Costello, and keep it through the hands, motor it through the hands, and then gets it off to Colin Brennan, and Colin Brennan kicks a good score.
It looks like that is Paddy Walsh out there, who's got the ice pack on the head. Gives everyone a little bit of a breather here. 11 minutes of normal time left. Oughterard by 6. Oughterard nearly 1 foot, you would say, in the quarterfinals, maybe even a foot and a half the way things are going. Because just not only, as I keep on repeating, it's just how dominant they are and the drive of them. Long ball out in the middle of the pitch. Where Milltown get it, Carl Blake breaks the breaking ball. He gets what I would call a soft enough free there, but we give them over the years. Moves Milltown quickly, who have just turned any sort of caution is gone now. McCallers now inside the 45, hand pass over the top, but it's too far ahead of Jimmer. Blake is going to have to drive forward. Walsh into battle for possession. Walsh has got down. Blake though, how on earth has he got a football on that, and he comes out with the ball trying to get it free. Scoop the pass inside. Now comes Milltown, Costello down by the sideline, has to put it across the goal. Murphy's come out. The ball, Mark Hare, but it's wide. Oh my days, I was sure it was in the net for the first time. Murphy had misread the flight of the ball, but Hare's punch goes into the side netting.
It does, and it's absolutely brilliant again from Jeremy Blake, who say experience. He showed it there as he was falling to the ground, offloads it to O'Manion. O'Manion offloads it to Niall Costello, and the pace of Niall Costello driving along that inline. Hand passes across to Mark Hare, and he looked like he executed it.
You sure it was going to go in?
Oh, it was. Oh my God, what a chance to miss.
Did he have half an eye on the unrushing Murphy, perhaps?
Probably did, yeah.
I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah. Look, Alan has came out. He's probably done his job really well there, but it's a big opportunity missed from Milltown.
So it's still advantage Oughterard. They lead by 6. 3-12 to 2-9. Milltown might get this football though, as Carl Blake is desperate to come back. Someone gets the body in front of it, gives it to the brother Jermith. Now Curran moves it to Sam Curran. Now on comes over Sam Fearing, that was. Ball down towards the corner, but Costello is starting to run again. He's running on the left hand side, punches the ball into towards the corner where Mike Martin is coming forward. He'll go back on the left. Will he tap it over? He will. Squeezes off the inside of the post and over the bar it goes. And the advantage now for Oughterard is 5. 2-10 to 3-12. 9.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, it is. And look, it's great again. It's brilliant work from Carl Blake. Man, absolutely gives absolutely everything there. And then offloads to Jermith. And it's a great tack down the right hand side. And probably Oughterard seen they had a man back post wide open, so kind of nearly accepted the point score, and it's a great score from Mike Martin.
Damien Brennan has joined the affray here. He is going to replace Michael McWalters for the last 9 minutes or so, plus probably a chunk of addition time the way things are going. Milltown now totally pushed up, trying to claw the way back in this game. Oughterard by 5. Murphy with the dummy kick out goes on the left boot. What a kick out that is.
Brilliant.
Shaped up to go on the right, then changes the arc of his body, left foot, into the onrushing space. And Oughterard are motoring up the pitch again. Heavy ball in towards contact there. And ever so well, that is such clever play there by Keane Monaghan. Just avoided the contact, although they might have just choke tackled this one out of it. And Milltown get the ball
here we go.
Up an opportunity, up towards Costello. Costello's coming down in goal. He's outside the D. He's surrounded by 2. Costello goes on the blind side. Costello takes a shot into the top corner of the net. What a finish that is.
Oh my God, what a goal.
A stunning finish by Liam Costello. And it's back to a 2-point game. Oughterard by 2. There's 8 minutes to go. There's life in this game just yet.
It's unbelievable. It's a fantastic goal from Liam Costello. Probably pushed as he was taking the shot, but rifled into the top right-hand corner. And it must a lot of praise must go to Jeremy Blake and Niall Costello. They got around Ryan Monaghan, dispossessed him as he was falling to the ground, dispossessed him and offloaded it to Mark Hare.
I thought he'd gone the wrong way around. He'd gone on the right-hand side, but he absolutely rocketed into the top corner.
Yeah.
Murphy now out the ball. Is there going to be a late twist in the tail? Up go the bodies. Oughterard have got it. What a ball that is. Now on they go. This just is like an old school game of football. Walsh now gets it. There's room on the right-hand side. Dunno has half an acre down the left-hand side. Dunno will come down and goal. He breaks the 21, goes back on the right, shoots it up and over the bar. Instant response for
Brilliant
Oughterard.
response, Jonathan. Brilliant response from Oughterard. Drives the ball out on the more reliable Matthew Tierney, breaks it, gets on the ball, then offloads it and plays a brilliant ball inside to Cathal Donoghue. And Milltown were nearly happier, Cathal Blake was nearly happier to concede the point because there was a runner inside as of Keane Monaghan.
So with 7 minutes of normal time to go, advantage Oughterard, 3-13 to 3-10, a 3-point advantage. Malloy though just about gets that kick out of the way. And the two Brennan brothers combined. Carl Blake now gives it on the onrushing. Milltown have to come forward. Curran now, the captain's side, just run past Matthew Tierney. He's still going. He gives it now towards Costello. Got that stunning goal a couple of moments ago. They could do it another now. Costello now, outside D. Big punch runs infield towards Damien Brennan. Has to be careful. Spins off the tackle. Back goes towards Mark Hare. Mark Hare taps it up. Mark Hare puts it over the bar. This is sensational stuff here at Tuam Stadium.
It is, yeah, and it's been absolutely brilliant. And a lot of credit must go to Liam Costello. He's been the real driving force in that goal, obviously, and then it's given him another life. And he's continued his run there. He wins a great ball, plays it inside, but he continued his run, which draws nearly 2 Oughterard men to him. And then it's an offload to Mark here, who has 5 or 6 yards of space at the middle of the D. So it's just one of those.
6 minutes to go. Oughterard by 2. 3:13 to 3:11. They talk about Culture Week this weekend. This is our culture here, Gaelic football in Tuam Stadium, and on righty championship battle going on here. Oughterard have the advantage. Murphy drives it up at the sky. Up goes the bodies. Walsh has got another ball over the top, and they're on the attack again. Look at Oughterard coming forward. There's so much room here. Ball goes sideways now. Heavy challenge comes in. Hare is trying to gobble them up, and a free has been given. A little bit too eager in the end. Happy to give away the free, you would feel, because Oughterard have taken it quickly. Over it comes now towards Donoghue. Got a fine score a couple of moments ago. That was quickly equalised or cancelled out as quick as the white flag going up in the air. Oughterard now keeping on possession. On they go again. Oughterard now with possession of the football into Tierney. You feel like they need to take the sting out of the game right now.
They do. They probably need to get up into the final third and just hold possession maybe for a minute, even 90 seconds. Just slow the game down and get control, because the guns are up here from Milltown.
Oughterard though get possession of the football deep inside the Milltown half. They're down in the corner in front of the terrace on the right hand side. Eddie O'Sullivan looking for a free, and James Malloy is just keeping the same way. That whistle has been kept away. He's letting it go. It's adding to the occasion now. Milltown now trail by 2. 5 minutes to go. Damien Brennan now with fresh legs gives it towards Jimmer Blake. Jimmer Blake now runs across, gets a challenge, scoops the ball off towards Keith Mannion. Keith Mannion has to look backwards, and where he gives it now, where Niall Costello is going for a run down the right hand side, and he has legs in abundance. He's clattered off the ball, and James Malloy gives it a free, but it's a good way out here. It might come forward a bit more, because Donoghue drove that ball away, so it might come forward towards the 45.
Yeah, definitely. But look at I know I've just harped on it about him 90 seconds ago. Liam Costello was the man to turn over the ball there from Milltown, and I know Niall was the one here, but look where he is now. He's already out on the 45, ready to receive this or be an option for it. It's just been brilliant from him.
What a moment we have here. It's a free from Milltown inside the 45 after we brought forward. Mike Martin on the right hand side in front of the new Joe O'Toole stand. 4.5 to go. Oughterard lead by 2. Will make it a 1-point ball game with time coming down the business end. He's going to strike off the left. The whistle comes in. It looks like it's going to tail off. Where's the ball going? As they come in, it's gone wide. Tailed off towards the left hand side.
Probably second or two too late, so it did. A big opportunity miss from Milltown.
So still Oughterard by 2. Well, we have a battle out here.
Oh, we do, and it's been a credit to Gaelic football. This has been an absolute joy to be a spectacle of it, and it's been a brilliant game of football, and both sets of teams are a credit to give to.
So Murphy again from the tee, again under pressure. Milltown squeeze up, trying to get this football back to try and chip away at the deficit. Over towards the right hand side. Up go the bodies. Where's the football going? It's over the lot, and it's being picked over there by Kieran Blake. He's going to bend his back and get possession. Gives the ball down the line, where it's picked up by Brennan. Brennan now moves it in. The Switzerland's left, right and centre. As there's all action on the field here as Corran now drives forward, plays it on the left hand side. Oughterard push forward. Jimmer Blake now outside the 45, gives it towards Brennan, and now Damien picks things up across towards the left hand side, where the last goal scorer there is Liam Costello. Costello now towards Hare. Hare on the right hand side. Can he get his shot away? Has to be careful. Scoops the ball backwards, where it's picked up there by Niall Costello. Niall Costello, how has he found room through? The ball's over the top. There's an alrighty battle. The ball breaks. Comes down Milltown Grove. Jimmer break, and he slices his effort towards the left hand side, but it's out for a 45. And if I said the last three was important, or has he given advantage? Is he given a 45? It looks like a 45. The umpire is definitely given a 45. He's his hand up in the air. I think he's given a free in here, you know.
Yeah, it looks like a 45, I think.
I think James will I put his hand up in the air from that point of contact, but I think we will go back to the 45, which is just absolutely crucial to get over the bar right now.
It is, yeah. It's a massive score. Probably 2.5 minutes to go, and you'll hear the Milltown roar if this goes over.
So Mike Martin, he missed the free from the hands a couple of moments ago. This time from the 45, he's going to strike it. Understandably, everyone is in down to the scoreboard goal, down to our right-hand side. Jamie Malloy is a lonely figure down to the left. He's out in his nearly centre-back position. Everyone else down the right.
Milltown it's a little one.
Go through with the set-piece one. It gives it back now towards Martin, who gets it on the run now. Can they get the ball away? Can he get a shot away? There's room over on the left-hand side, infield towards Brennan. Brennan now has to get the ball off the hands. Mannion puts it through the hands. That's a dangerous ball, though, and it's been intercepted by Oughterard, and it's a disaster, because there's literally open the country here as Oughterard come charging forward with the football. On the go is James Wedd. Milltown players scamper to get back. They hold him up just for a second. Eddie O'Sullivan now comes like a train in towards the corner they go. Oughterard keep on possession. They're happy enough. There's 2 minutes of normal time left. They lead by 2, and they have possession back. And that one just didn't work. A hand pass in through a crowd. So many bodies back there for force the turnover. And Oughterard now will try and hold on to the possession for as long as they can here.
Yeah, they will, yeah. Look, they'll try to take the sting out of the game. Probably a hospital hand pass into the middle there from I think it was
Either way, we've watched Oughterard. Matthew Tierney's been fouled, and he's fouled a good bit out. He'll roll around, you would imagine. He's going to milk every last second and try and get this minute and 18 seconds of normal time left here. Oughterard by 2. It's a thriller in Tuam Stadium. Will there be late drama?
Yeah, it has. It's been an enthralling battle, and we're like, Matthew Tierney is here. He's slowing the game down. He's still on the ground.
Oh, this is just the perfect display here as well.
Yeah.
Taking every last second, although I think there's a Milltown player down in a heap there as well underneath the bodies there also.
Oh, it looks like Niall Costello's down.
He cramped up a couple of moments ago as well, so he certainly put his body on the line, shall we say. But at the moment, as we're about to hit the hour mark, the next important thing will be how much additional time will be flashed up here in front of us. Will there be time for late drama? Oughterard by 2, 3:13 to 3:11. Old school game of football here at Tuam Stadium. As Costello looks in considerable pain. Looks like the change will take place here. And David Gordon is ready perhaps to come in for the next couple of moments. Costello looks like he can't play any further part here as well. So the first thing, we will probably restart Tierney. Will he even go for goal here? Will they try and just play it backwards and keep on possession?
They probably will. They probably will just look to get control of the ball again and probably then work it up into the final third and then just take the sting out of the game as much as possible. You'll see a lot of game management here. It's probably something Alan Murphy does talk about a lot.
This is what you train for. These are the scenarios. It's in real life now at the moment. Looks like Costello is going to have to hobble off. He's under a lot of pain there. He's totally seized up there as well. He's been helped off the pitch there as well, so not a pretty sight. Costello, such a speedy, talented Milltown forward, but he's off and Gordon is in. And we'll see how things develop here.
5 minutes it looks like.
Okay, so a lot of football to be played. Oughterard will start this with a 2-point advantage. Will it be 3 here? Because it looks like Tierney, I thought a second ago he was going to eye up and goal. Now he looks like he's pretty much going to maybe play it short. If he doesn't put it on the floor, that'll give you enough of an indication. Anyways, he's outside the 45. He looks like he's going to keep ball. That it is. The ball is thrown up in the air and gives the 1-2. And he gets it back again. He's soloing down the right-hand side. Tries to get a score from play. He's making a good bit of ground. Ball over the top. They keep on possession cleverly in towards the corner of the goal. Oh, that's such quick hands. They get moving the ball through quickly. Picked up by Niall Lee, the Oughterard captain. Backwards it goes towards Eddie O'Sullivan. In field now where it's picked up by Ryan Monaghan. Oughterard now. They have the 2-point advantage. Still on the go and keep on possession. Milltown need to keep on possession. It's actually John Martin who was taken on. Now all the important 5 minutes of additional time. We're a minute and a half into that as well. Milltown have turned things over. 2-point advantage for Oughterard. It'll be brought forward another 10 yards as well for afters as the quick free has been stopped here.
Yeah, it's brilliant work again. Mannion, Liam Costello, the two to get in around Eddie O'Sullivan. Just hold them up and put contact on. Slow it down, but it's Oughterard tactics. Slow the game down when they give away that free.
So here we go. Milltown now with possession of the football. Halfway line with Mike Martin. They trail by 2. We're a minute and 44 seconds into 5 minutes of addition time. Will there be late drama? There's probably time to chip away 2 points if it get the next one quickly. We could have even extra time as well. There has to be winner on the day. Ball now across towards Godwin. Full back, but I can tell you he's up doing a bit of attacking at the moment. Costello takes it on the right hand side. Looks in field. He sprays it outside the right. Up where it goes towards Jimmer Blake was a bit in front. Jimmer, can he get the after through? The ball has come out. And now come Oughterard with the football. And now they're flying forward. Matthew Tierney now gives it all the ball. Up comes the challenges. Have they stopped things up? A lot of steps are taken. That might be a throw ball as well in the works. But they get away with it. And look at the clever player.
Look at
Adam Tierney. Look, Adam Tierney has open country. He's the whole of the half. 45 yards. 3-on-1 here as they come forward to wrap things up. They lead by 2. Cuts in field. Backwards it goes. The shot comes in from a standing position. And over the bar it goes. And Cian Monaghan puts his side 3 points up with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, it is. It's a massive, massive turnover from Enda Tierney. And they drive. And then you see Adam Tierney. He's been doing it all day. He's been absolutely brilliant for Oughterard. But he takes off in a long burst and run. And he offloads it off to Cian Monaghan, knowing he's probably under fatigue. And Cian Monaghan just from the top of the 13 yard just taps it over and puts that 3 points in it.
So with the time running out, do Milltown have to work a goal or can they have time to tip away points? Keep on possession. Damien Brennan now inside the 45. His hand pass has been overturned. Oughterard have the football back. But just to say that, his brother Colin digs him out of trouble. Gives it back now. Milltown keep on possession. Costello now being pulled and dragged. Goes around the right hand side. Trying to go down the right hand side and he goes. He gets to 21. He's going to take a shot and goal. He's put it a mile wide in the end. Well and truly wide at that. As the referee, what's he doing? Indicating here, flag up in the air. Change about to take place here for Oughterard. And it is called Buckley even, who is going to come on for the last couple of minutes of additional time left here. His side lead by 3, and they look in control.
Yeah, they do look at it, and that's a big opportunity for Milltown. Liam Costello goes down the right hand side. Probably should have lofted the ball in around the middle and see what could have happened, but instead went for the shot, and just the execution just wasn't there.
So he replaces Ronan Malloy. So this kick out is so crucial here. Murphy's made a couple of big interventions in stopping goals. Now needs to get the ball away from country. Chips the ball on the field. Ball only as far as Jimmer Blake. Milltown now drive the ball high in around the house. Up go the bodies. There's bodies left, right and centre. Oughterard get it back. What a read of play that is from Keane Monan.
Brilliant.
And almost old school. It was nearly gone through in the blind side.
It was nearly gone through, and Cathal Blake got up into the air nice and
Oh,
early.
Jimmer with a crunching challenge, but it breaks nicely here as James Wedd comes flying forward in front of us in the stand. The ball down the line. Oughterard now need to keep on possession. They lead by 3. Time is up. Have they lost the ball? They have. Milltown have it back, and they come forward now. Damien Brennan plays the ball in field. It's like a line of 4 blue shots coming forward. Ball chipped into the corner towards Cathal Blake. But what defending that is from Oughterard. Out they come with the football. Wonderful work right there from Gibbons at the back. The swarm defence comes out. Milltown get it back again. This is remarkable stuff here. Over towards the right hand side. Brennan now has to go sweep around. Cathal Blake is in the corner. He's half gas. He has to come back. It's still Oughterard by 3. There's about time is up. One last ball. Jimmy Blake puts it in. He puts it in around the house. Up go the bodies. It's going to go towards the right hand side, and it's going to go out and wide. There might be time for one more, but you would say that is truly it then.
Yeah, it is, and I'd say, to be honest, look at their game management here. There's 1 or 2 players dropping down with cramps and stuff, but it probably is that James Malloy might play another minute or so, but this kick out is absolutely massive for Milltown.
So here we go. Possession, absolute paramount. Who gets the football, you feel will decide it. Even if Milltown do get it, it's going to a lot of work. They need a goal here to force extra time. Murphy's going to drive it up towards the right hand side. There is the full-time whistle. Oughterard are through to the quarter-finals. A remarkable victory for Alan Murphy's side. But we've had one hell of a battle.
Yeah, we have. We have been absolutely treated here today to a phenomenal game of football. And look, at credit to both teams. They went heart and soul at each other, and Oughterard had a game plan, and it looks like it's came out last week with a game plan, and they've stuck to it this week, and it's been really, really impressive again this week.
Yeah, you'd feel like there's moments in the game that's self-inflicted from a Milltown perspective.
Yeah, there is. There's moments in the game where they look like they will probably look at the third goal there
goal
today.
As well,
like
and even the first one in the first half as well.
But the third goal today was probably the killer in terms of they got back in touching distance. Probably their heads were up, and then just could see such a soft goal like that today. And look at it. It's been a brilliant year for Milltown. They've been very, very impressive in any game I've seen them this year, and. Look at they've some phenomenal footballers, and Niall Costello, Liam Costello, brilliant footballers. Jack Curran as well.
He was outstanding again today. But you look at Alan Murphy's side as well. They let the handbrake off today, and if they continue to do that, they will be in danger no matter who they get in the quarter-final draw, which is coming up.
Yeah, they will. They're absolutely phenomenal. I can't get over the fitness levels, the drive they have, and the runners that just get ahead of the ball. They're absolutely phenomenal stuff. And look at the likes of Keane Monaghan and Ryan Monaghan were absolutely brilliant, and Adam Tierney, a lot of hard runs he made, and it was just a brilliant performance from Oughterard.
So that completes the quarter-final places, shall we say. So we already knew who the group winners were. They'll be the seeded teams in the draw that will follow here very, very shortly at Tuam Stadium. Saltine Loughnaclara, Moycullen, Annadown and Curfin. They will play one of the preliminary winners. And the 4 winners so far are Killallen, Tuam Stars, Dunmore and now Oughterard. There's going to be some tasty battles there, no matter what way that those draw of balls go. Yeah, there will. There's some tasty guys, and look, we've been thoroughly impressed with the likes of Tuam Stars. I thought they were a monster performance on Thursday night, and Oughterard again. They look like they're coming into their own as the championship is getting longer and longer. So that is a full time here after a dramatic game of football, double game of football. In fact, what a double header we've had here in Tuam Stadium. Trawling football. Just to continue from the 2 great games we had on Thursday night also. But it is victory for Oughterard. They've defeated Milltown by 3-14 to 3-11. What a game of football we have. Safe home, everybody. Slán agus Smanach.
QFinancial.ie got the price and advice for me.
Pension auto-enrollment will soon be introduced. This means that all full-time workers over the age of 23 earning more than €20,000 per year must contribute to a pension, and employers must contribute. What are those pension entitlements, and is there independent advice available? The Q Financial Pension Team are experienced in advising both employees and employers of the positive and affordable options available for your situation. Call 091 421 900 or log on to qfinancial.ie.
QFinancial, QFinancial.ie.
Based in Clare, Galway, OMA Financial Services Limited, trading as qfinancial.ie, is an authorised independent pension intermediary regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
Every single ticket that's sold, 5% of proceeds from that ticket is going to Jigsaw to help us provide free therapy for young people aged 12 to 25 across Galway city and county who are experiencing difficulty with their mental health.
We redefine your relationship with energy, save you money, and get you on the path to a cleaner, greener future. JFW Renewables, your nationwide solar energy specialists. Call us today for a greener tomorrow.
Back it goes, this could be a shot and goal. The shot is up. The shot is from Keane Monaghan and it's over the bar. Tidy things up. Oh, it's well flicked inside there by Jack Kenny. Kenny made a right use of himself. Now shot comes in from the full forward, Ryan Monaghan, and over the bar it goes. And up the pressure. But here comes Mark Kerr now for the resultant free, just on the left of the D, straight in front of the post. And Mark Kerr makes no mistake. 2 points, plays the ball over the top. Glorious football that is. Now Keane Monaghan gets it, spins around Monaghan on the turn. Has he got the bar? With the ball over the bar, he certainly has. Oughterard. Kieran Blake comes across, doesn't read the flight of the football. Now there's no way to scramble. Oughterard have the ball back and the shot comes in. And the shot comes over the bar. And it's about so many of these over the years in the blue of Milltown. And he's going to strike it off the hands. And this one looks good, and this one is good. Long ball in around the house again, and there's a man gone on the overlap. This is dangerous. The ball comes in, the advance back, the shot comes in, it's punched over the bar. Keane Monaghan, beautiful score. Tierney now on the halfway line, sees pressure, scoops the ball backwards, where it's picked up by Walsh. Walsh will quickly move towards the left hand side. They're keeping a lot of width. Now they go long ball in around the house. The ball is going to bounce dangerously. Malloy puts it in, and it's into the net. A long ball comes in. Disaster. The subject. Mally Murphy side shot coming in from distance from the left hand side. Has got the accuracy, of course it does. Over the bar it goes. Oughterard are absolutely flying. Milltown keeping possession. Costello now from outside the deed. He won't shoot. Now he's clipped. Is that an advantage? No. Referee James Malloy says on you go. Malloy, now Brennan this time with a long ball that's turned into a ball in around the house. Long ball up, who's called Blake. The ball breaks. Johnny Hines takes a shot, and Johnny Hines into the net and out of it. He's still space. On he goes. Pats the 21. Pops the ball off the line. Back it goes now towards Eddie O'Sullivan. Eddie O'Sullivan puts the ball up and puts the ball over the bar. A wonderful score. Kickouts are starting to become a problem here as well. That's another one gobbled up by James Webb. And now it's Monaghan coming charging down goal. Monaghan with a beautiful, beautiful strike. Over the bar it goes. 22 and a half minutes. Trying to chip away at the deficit. He strikes it off the hands with the left, and it is good. Over the bar it goes. 1-3 now. Run back at it. James Malloy is telling everyone to come back. So here comes Martin from the penalty spot. Martin strikes, drives it into the bottom corner of the net. 2-3 now. Godwin takes on his man. He's got the wrong side. He pumps the ball in field where Godwin's given the give and go back towards Mannion. Mannion on the loop. Oh, it's a wonderful score from Milltown. It's a 1 point.
Good shot there, but just didn't get their shot off.
Long ball up around the house. Oughterard have won it, and they're coming on the counter attack. This is clever little play. James Weds has the football. He's open country in the middle of the field. Look at the amount of runners coming through. This is a goal scoring opportunity for Oughterard. Move with their hands. Matthew Tierney into the back of the net. Tierney with it. Looked like any card was shown there as well. Well, we have a high bar here in terms of getting away with it. Mike Martin, though, does take the free, taps it over the now, finds Mark Kerr. Milltown looking to try and start with a flurry. Hare from distance. Has he got it? He certainly has. Over the bar it goes. And 15 for Oughterard. Backwards it goes, moved through the hands. Matthew Tierney's free on the D, and this will be a tap over score. No mistake about this one. White flag up in the air. Oughterard break out. Corran now will get the ball. Will he get the score? Gives it back towards Mike Martin. He'll surely shoot. Martin's going to squeeze it in. Over the bar it goes. He'll extend his lead out to 3 here with 7 minutes gone in the second half. And makes no mistake, taps it over the bar. 2-10. Steps with the football, has to give it away. Does, gives it back. Now where it's coming with Liam, it's coming like a train. Out to the D. He goes left, goes right. Costello strikes. Brilliant. And over the bar it goes.
He heard or two to the left hand side. That was burying that net.
He took it like he didn't even attempt to catch it. It was a big swing. Oh, it's a disaster. Kick out's been overturned. They're through on goal here. Huge moment in the second half. Punch across the face of the goal. Can they get the shot away? They can. Into the top corner of the net. Nice. Sea of bodies. Sam Ferry goes through from the right hand side. Down with the sideline. Has found space. Puts it across the face of the goal. Carl Blake, what a save by Alan Murphy. On the line by Lee, finds Dunno in the sideline, cuts back in field. Dummy solo isn't the best, scoots it backwards. Shot comes in, shot comes over the bar. Dan Kenny, and look how fit Oughterard are. They're coming like an absolute train. Look at them in over left, right, and centre. Back it goes now towards Ryan Monyon. Monyon tapped it over the bar. They're absolutely cold. Back towards Sam Ferrick, back towards Costello. Hand pass over the top towards Colin Brennan. Tries to drive his through on the right side, shoots it up, tries to squeeze the one through. Has he got it? Run again. He's run on the left hand side, punches the ball into towards the corner where Mike Martin is coming forward. He'll go back on the left. Will he tap it over? He will. Squeezes off the inside of the post and over the bar it goes. By Keane Monaghan. Just avoided the contact, although they might have just choke tackled this one out of it. And Milltown get the ball here.
Here we go.
Up an opportunity up towards Costello. Costello's coming down in goal. He's outside the D. He's surrounded by two. Costello goes on the blind side. Costello takes a shot into the top corner of the net. On the right hand side, Dunno has half an acre down the left hand side. Dunno will come down in goal. He breaks the 21, goes back on the right, shoots it up and over the bar. Instant versus towards Damien Brendan. Has to be careful. Spins off the tackle. Back goes towards Mark Hare. Mark Hare taps it up. Mark Hare puts it over the bar. This is sensational stuff. Things up. The lead by 2. Cuts in field. Backwards it goes. The shot comes in from a standing position. And over the bar it goes. And Keane Monaghan are through to the quarterfinals. A remarkable victory for Alan Murphy's side. But we've had one hell of a battle.
Yeah, we have. We have been absolutely treated here today to a phenomenal game of football. And look, at credit to both teams. They went heart and soul at each other. And Oughterard had a game plan, and it looks like it's